Thing number 7 that men do to ruin their lives is that they don't keep a brotherhood of like-minded men around them. They don't have a band of brothers. They are not part of a tribe. The thing that men do that really ruins their life is that they live like an island. You act like a lone wolf. You are not meant to be a lone wolf. You are not meant to be an island. You are meant to find like-minded dudes who share your core values. Because if you're like, dude, these are my core values, these are my non-negotiables, this is how I roll in life. I'm an extreme, unreasonable, impatient motherfucker that wants to make a lot of money, be fit and jacked, be self-actualized and self-disciplined, and do a lot of good for humanity. And I find other dudes like that to connect with. That's my tribe. That's my band of brothers. That is the brotherhood that I belong to. Thing number...
Always stopping my brothers.
All right.
That gives me motivation.
That's right.
That gives me motivation.
Right.
I know y'all out here. I must be out here.
That's
y'all
right.
Have a big, beautiful, blessed day.
All right, brother.
That's the brothers. The brotherhood.
That's not your girl. The fuck is wrong with you? She sucked dick. That's not your bitch. Why don't you want to smack yourself right now? Smack yourself. Again. The fuck is wrong with you, bro? Stop bitching. Wipe your fucking tears, nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Walk.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Waharakah Kwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men that taught me this truth through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the elect of the house of Israel that scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, which consists of the wise, the friends of the prophets, and the children of the prophets. As you saw in the intro of this video, we are not an island. We are not lone wolves. We are a tribe. We are a brotherhood. We are a nation of people. We are Yasha'Allah. And Yasha'Allah is a Hebrew word, or the Hebrew way of saying Israel. Yah meaning he, Shah meaning prince, Allah meaning power or God. So the Most High calls us, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, princes and princesses of God, of the power. And we must remember that we are a tribe. We are a unit. We are not individuals. We are a nation. And though you deal with the Most High on an individual tip, and you are walking a straight and narrow path on an individual tip, the things that you are doing on this journey consist of your kinsmen and your kinfolk in your tribe, in your village. And that's the people of faith, the household of faith, the believers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So this is Psalm chapter 133, verse 1. It's going to be brief. Behold, how good and how pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. It says, a song for pilgrims ascended to Jerusalem, a song of David. How wonderful and pleasant is it? It is when brothers live together in harmony. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, as the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descend upon the mountains of Zion. For there Yahweh commanded the blessings, even life forevermore. Harmony is as refreshing as the dew from Mount Hermon that falls on the mountains of Zion. And there the Lord Yahweh has pronounced his blessing, even life everlasting. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 47. Hold on. Verse 12, chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brothers stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand towards his disciples and said, Behold my mother and my brethren, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and my sister and my mother. NLT, anyone who does the will of my Father in heaven is my brother and my sister and my mother. So that's your tribe. That's your people now, right? Remember the last lesson? Whoever you was, X amount of years, 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, 50 years, 60 years. Even though those are your blood relatives, bone of your bone and flesh of your flesh, and you take care of your responsibilities to those people, but your real family is the household of faith, those that do the will of Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shah. This is your new family, the family that has a new mentality, a new perspective, that's born again, and that's new creatures under Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. A family that don't rob from you, that don't want to murder you, that don't want to commit adultery, that don't want to covet your property and your stuff, that won't use and abuse you. Now, I'm not saying that brothers don't fall short or sisters don't fall short or battle spirits. Things are going to happen. But even the scriptures cover how you're supposed to conduct or respond when certain things happen to you. Or if you offend people, meaning make a stumbling block before your people, how you supposed to make or rectify things. The scriptures cover all these things. The book of Matthew, excuse me, Matthew 25, verse 34. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundations of the world. For I was in hunger, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came up unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee a hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? And when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of these least of my brethren, ye have done it unto me. NLT. And the king will say, I tell you the truth. When you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers or sisters, ye were doing it to me. Your tribe, your village, your kinsmen, the joint heirs, the ones that's walking down this straight and narrow path with you, this position of difficulty with you. This is your new family. This is your new village. You know how Jake has that saying, it takes a village? Well, that's out the scriptures, man. What village you think that's talking about? Yasha Allah, prince and princesses of the power. This is St. John chapter 12, 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. So now I am giving you a new commandment, love each other. Just as I have loved you, you should love each other. So you treat each other the way you would treat Yahweh. So that man or that sister, you treat them as if they was Yahweh, meaning keep the commandments. You're not going to steal from Yahweh. You wouldn't try to kill Yahweh. You wouldn't hate Yahweh. You know, you will forgive Yahweh. So that's the same way we got to conduct ourselves amongst each other. But this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love for one another. Your love for one another will prove to the world that you are my disciples. We are not an island. We are not lone wolves. We are Yasha Allah. Romans chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. Don't just pretend to love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Hold tightly to what is good, which is the brotherhood. And I know sometimes brothers don't make that easy. Sisters don't make that easy. Loving each other. But we got to do it anyway. We got to forgive each other anyway. Because we all battling spirits. We all bearing crosses. And we all dealing with hell. So you have to be somewhat understanding and forgiving to that. And guess what? If a person is wicked, if a person ain't right, the Lord will justify and rectify the situation. Let the Lord deal with it. Let the Lord justify you. Don't try to take matters into your own hands. That's what a spiritual person will do. Verse 10, be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love, honor, and honor preferring one another. Love each other with genuine affection and take delight in honoring each other. But pretty much that's it. I'm going to wrap it up there, man.
Thing number 7 that men do to ruin their lives is that they don't keep a brotherhood of like-minded men around them. They don't have a band of brothers. They are not.
Pretty much that's it. I pray, I hope that you was edified. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Wahara Kakwadash. Leave your comments, leave your questions. Till next time I say shalom.